When it comes to paying bills, you can really get somebody else to do it. Nobody likes to pay bills. Well, some people probably like to pay bills, but if you are like me, you do not like to pay bills. This is not like the funnest thing in the world to do. So I had to find a way that was easy for me to pay my bills and in a way that I would be excited to do it, which I'm really not excited to do it. But I had to come up with a routine for myself, with a system, with a plan to where I would be able to pay my bills on time every single month and avoid those nasty late fees that a lot of you guys know that I have been getting lately, and having to pay more money for being late. So if that is something that you are here for, I am going to be giving you guys my payday routine, how I am paying my bills now on time, and I'm using a proven method that I know works because I've used it before, and really I had no issues in paying my bills. So if you want to hear more about that, then just go ahead and stay tuned. My name is Jasmine, aka Budget Treasures, and here on my channel we talk about all things finance with an emphasis on budgeting, saving money, and paying off debt. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are returning budget bestie, welcome back, sis. Let's go ahead and jump right on into this. So a lot of you guys probably know that I have been paying some of my bills to current. So some of my bills are unfortunately late, and I've been paying them to current so that I can then move to the next phase and start paying off debt. However, there was a point in my life where I hadn't been late on my bills in years, and I had developed a routine and I had developed a system that would help me to ensure that I pay my bills on time every single month. And I'm now going back to that, and I've now started to pay my bills on time. And so I want to share those things with you, and we're going to jump right on into it. I'm going to give you these steps that I have done. It's a proven method and you can try it. So the very first thing that you need to do is you need to document and identify all of the bills that you have. You can do that by going into your bank account, and you can do a audit and see all of the bills. That could be your rent, your utilities, any credit card bills, any subscriptions that you possibly have, just any bill that you pay every single month. You want to document that, and you can document it on paper, physical, or you can document it using an Excel worksheet. So you can do that, but you need to have all of your bills somewhere. It's important to know that this process can take anywhere from 1 to 3 months. And the reason why I say that is because, like myself, it took me about a month and a half, possibly approximately rather, to gather all of the bills that I owe. I did take a sweep of my account. However, because I had so much going on in my account, I did miss some bills that I did have. And once I started to track my expenses, then there were some bills that came out that I, of course, then remembered at that time that that was a bill that I have. So I added that to my bill sheets. It's also important to note that some of the bills that you have, they will not be due every single month. They may be due every other month. They may be due quarterly. They may be due annually. So because of that, that's another reason why it may take a little bit of time for you to know all of the bills that you have. Once you have all of your bills, the next thing that you want to attach to each bill is how often do you pay these bills? And we just talked about that. Do you pay these bills monthly, quarterly, annually? Do you manually pay these bills, or are some of these bills on auto pay? You want to then identify the due date that that bill is due. And then you want to identify how much that bill is monthly. Some of the bills that you pay are fixed, and then some of the bills that you pay are variable. For the ones that are fixed, you want to document how much that bill is every single month. The ones that are variable, what I do is I just put a V next to that bill, so I know that every single month I'm gonna need to go in to see how much that bill is. The majority of my bills that are variable are my utilities, and none of my utilities are on auto pay because no ma'am, no sir. I am not putting my utility bills on auto pay because I just might use a lot of air, and then my electric bill is $900, and no, so my utility bills are not on auto pay. So that is something that you definitely want to identify. You want to have that somewhere where you can refer to that every single. The next thing that you want to do is, once you have all of your bills written down, every single month before you enter into the next month, I would say approximately a week before we get into the next month, you want to complete a calendar of all of your bills. So I have a calendar that I use, and I just plug in all of the bills that I have, and then I also plug in all of my pay dates. I am paid bi-weekly, so I identify that. If you're paid weekly, you can jot down all of your paydays. If you're paid monthly, you want to jot that down as well. This is going to be very important for the way that I pay my bills and how I'm able to pay them every month. You have to identify your pay dates, and then you also have to identify all of your bills. So that's going to be all on one calendar. And you want to make sure that you do this at approximately 1 week before going into the next month. Next, if you are a paycheck to paycheck budgeter like I am, then on every single payday, you are going to pay all of your bills within the next 2 weeks if you're paid bi-weekly. If you are paid weekly, then you want to pay all of your bills that are due within the next week until you are paid again. I want to stress this very important point. You want to pay all of your bills on the day that you are paid. Don't wait till Saturday. If you're paid on Friday, don't wait till 3 days later. Don't even wait until the date that the bill is actually due. The reason for that is because you're probably going to forget, possibly. You can spend the money that you have in your account, possibly, and when the date comes, you don't have enough money for the bill, and then that bill will end up being delinquent. What I do is in the morning, I make sure all of my money is in the bank. I give my tithes, and my mortgage is already into another account. I sit and I pay every single variable bill or bill that's not on auto pay on that Friday. And I get it done and over with. And I move on with my life. That is how I make sure that I pay my bills on time every single month. For the bills that are on auto pay, I just let those bills come out. If you want me to do a video on like the whole entire process, please give this video a thumbs up, and that'll let me know that you guys want to see the whole entire process. But this video is only about bills, how to make sure that you pay them on time. So once you make those payments, you let the auto pay come out, and you are done. You're done paying bills for the next 2 weeks, or the next week, or the next month. And then the very next month, or the next the next time that you are paid, you want to repeat the cycle all over again. That way you don't end up spending money that is your bill money in the account over the weekend, because we know how that is. And then when the bill comes, like, oh shoot, I don't have enough money. It's a real thing. It happens. It is what it is. An emergency may come up or anything like that, and you end up spending your bill money, or even if it was by accident and you just didn't even realize that you spent your bill money. That's how I pay my bills on time. So it's definitely something that you can try. It's a system that I created years ago because I was tired of paying my bills late. And I just wanted to get rid of the bills and move on with my life. And it works for me. And it's something that I am now implementing again. And it's working. So if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. But until then, it has been great. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me. We are at 18K, y'all. I didn't even have enough time. We haven't even done the giveaway. Also, if you haven't watch that video, go watch that video and enter into the giveaway. It was the cash stuffing video that I just posted last Sunday. So make sure that you watch that. But we're at 18K already. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. But this video is not that long. It's really simple process. But like I said, if you have any questions, please leave them down in the description box. And I will see you in the next video. Go be great. Peace out.